The people of Reddit were asked, what is a great career path that kids in college aren't aware exists?
Before we start, make sure you smash the subscribe button along with the tiny bell icon so you get updated every time we post new videos. Done? Great, let's start this video.
Sealsuzliga says, piano tuning gets you up to £75 an hour, and there are elderly tuners literally begging to hand over full schedules of work. You can find work all over the world and don't have to do too many hours to earn a good living. GM Kirk 13 says, wastewater treatment. Most people don't have any clue what happens after they flush. I never even thought about this as a career before I had a friend work here, and if you can get over dealing with a slightly bad smell occasionally, it's a great option. Decent starting pay, $15.21, easy enough work. I usually spend about 4 to 6 hours per day monitoring equipment from a computer, studying for licensing, or on Reddit like now, and finally get to utilize my biology degree after looking for something in my degree field for 5 years. I also am eligible to get 8% raises with each wastewater license I get: D, C, B, and A. I started in May and I'm already a licensed D operator. Irate Scientist says, funeral director, mortician, and embalmer. It takes very little college to become one and they pay well. Funeral directors usually even get a free house out of the deal. Also hazmat cleanup. Like 18 months of school for a $60,000 United States dollars per year job. Plus you get to travel all over the world. Wiener Du Jeeves Badger says, oh perfect, no one knows about my career. Only 3,500 people doing it nationwide and we are in a job shortage. I am a perfusionist and run the cardiopulmonary bypass machine during heart surgeries. Get a Bachelor of Science degree, then go to a perfusion school, 1 or 2 year program. I am 4 years out of school and made 6 figures last year. I probably averaged 30 to 35 hours per week. It can be stressful because you can kill a patient very easily, won't happen unless you're careless, but it is very rewarding to know you are saving people's lives every day. Eraser_dust says, if you're from the UK, US, some people in China will pay you great money to babysit their kids so their kids can learn the right accent and manners. They'll prefer someone with a college education since it's more prestigious, and I know someone who was earning $50,000 straight away. Rocker says, a lot of the smaller healthcare professions get forgotten by kids in college or high school. Everyone focuses on being a doctor, nurse, dentist, or pharmacist, but there are so many other professions in healthcare. Speech-language pathologists, occupational therapists, physiotherapists, respiratory therapists, medical imaging technologists, X-ray, MRI, US, nuclear medicine, radiation therapists, dietitians, audiologists, chiropodists, laboratory technologists. I'm sure I've forgotten some. They all tend to pay middle-class income or better with reasonable hours. They require specialized knowledge and skills that put your brain to work at least a little bit each day, and you get to work with patients who are typically quite appreciative. Ray Kinsella says, if you can write, can manage a project and have some basic graphic design skills, there are always jobs in instructional design, specifically online course development. Not difficult at all to be making $60K within 2 years, or $80K after 5. I have hired web designers and graphic artists since work in hardcore creative roles can be harder to find. They pick up the tools in no time, and make good money. Bowyer Betty says, tow boats. If you get on with a good company you can start off making $40K a year. After a year and a half or so you can get a tankerman certification along with a significant pay raise. Within 10 years, if you work hard and do everything you need to do, you could be looking at $100,000 plus working 6 months out of the year. You could do it faster if you're willing to pay for some school. My grandpa is a captain and $500 a day is the lowest he'll go out for, and that's only if he's desperate to get out of the house. On top of that, he's what they call a tripper, which pretty much just means freelance. He goes out when he feels like it and stays home when he doesn't. Hockey_metal_signal says, interpreter. In NYC being one for the courts is very lucrative and in demand. Not that everyone can be proficient in 2 languages, but if you are proficient, a degree isn't needed so long as you can pass a series of tests. Name deleted says, my GF's brother is doing HVAC sheet metal work. 22 years old and already making $23 an hour, which is pretty damn good where we live. Reach the Sky says, less conventional or glorified IT positions like QA analytics or NOC technicians. They pay from $45,000 to $75,000, depending on experience, location and schedule. Alaska, 47110 says, Merchant Marines, I graduated from a 4-year maritime academy and got a job immediately working 1 month on 1 month off and an $80K a year salary. 5 years later I make $100K a year and only work half of it. Ducktape_on-fleek says, doing QA testing for software. I've seen people with non-technical backgrounds excel at it. Tupungato says, in Poland we have a serious shortage of all sorts of gas fitters, technicians and engineers. After a 2-year school you'll get a job that pays twice as much as entry-level architect or doctor. Thanks for watching and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. See you next time when we cover another interesting topic.